works. Chat bars.
And we're live. What's up, everybody? This is our first ever podcast. I'm joined right now with Pizza Delivery Gaming. He's live over on Twitch. We're gonna be doing this.
No, I'm on YouTube, pal. I'm on
Oh, you're
YouTube.
on Twitch. Oh, I mean you're on YouTube, not Twitch. Sorry. So he's live here on YouTube over at Pizza Delivery Gaming. We're gonna be doing a weekly podcast. In the background here, you see some footage from first ever Fall Guys clip that I ever took. Um, And yeah, why don't you tell the people what we plan on talking about today, Pizza, on our first ever podcast?
Well, we have a few things on deck. I'm still trying to get my stuff situated, so sorry. We have a little bit of Black Ops Cold War to talk about. We'll probably get into some Fall Guys Season 2.
Yeah, we had the trailer come
Fortnite.
out for Cold War this week, and a little bit of a hint of Season 2 for Fall Guys and Gamescom.
Yep. And so we have Fortnite, new season, new content with Marvel. Speaking of Marvel, we lost a Avenger.
Yeah, we should
recent,
probably do a
and
brief moment of
so
silence for Chadwick Aaron Boseman, actor that plays Black Panther. We're just going to do a brief moment of silence to honor his memory. Rest in peace, bro. Looking forward to seeing more of his work in the Avengers films, and there's a new Black Panther film coming out. Was totally shocked to find out of his passing just a few minutes ago, actually.
yeah, right before we went live, I heard about it. So.
It's rough. It's rough. So, Cold War trailer came out this week. I want to know what you think about the way they decided to spoil it, doing the bunker Easter eggs, sort of like a 2-week process, sort of culminating at the trailer, which was played again through a little mini Easter egg that you end up at the stadium. I'm sure. Did you get a chance to do the Easter egg yourself? Actually, the event.
No, I didn't hop into it. Um, I didn't really have too much time. I had a lot of school going on. I did keep up with it though. I saw they were with the website, Pawn Takes Pawn type thing that was going on. It was updating every few hours, and it was giving you locations to different bunkers. And you know, I don't know. I think it was cool. You know, um, that they did an in-game event. Um, I think it was long overdue for news about this installment of Call of Duty. Everyone was kind of chomping at a bit for a teaser, so I mean, we'll take what we can get, I guess.
Yeah. I guess so. The release is slated for let's see, Cold War release date. That's November 13th. So we're just literally to 2 weeks out. So we get the first trailer of gameplay 2 weeks before the release of the game. That's
Yep.
crazy, and they barely start taking pre-orders just then.
Yeah.
I guess directly live from when so Zeus and I got a chance to do the event. We jumped in. I just got an invite from Zeus as well. See, that's the thing. I wonder if everybody, because we had talked about maybe doing it over on PlayStation, and I know that I don't know that maybe they wanted us to get an invite going over there. I'm not sure, but hopefully they get a chance to come in. Excuse me, I had to mute my mic for a second. So we got a chance to go in and see the event live. It was really exciting. I got to be honest. The way that they drop you in and right away you have this redacted style of like where all the names of the maps are crossed out, and it was very they had this very dramatic music playing super loud. Like it was I didn't adjust my settings, and I know I have my music turned down a bit, so they wanted this music just blasting to the point where you're really focused in the moment and not even in the fight or what's going on around you. And so I thought that was a good way to draw you in. And as you get closer to the stadium, suddenly you're like, "What's going on?" Your screen starts to slowly get taken over, and by the time you enter the stadium, you completely get very dramatic anymore. I'm like, "What's going on?" Trying to move my figure around and see if I can back out of it, and I realize I'm like in this. Hello.
So they wanted this music just blasting to the point where you're really in the moment, not even in the fight or what's going on around you.
I'm hearing some echo, major echo. All of a sudden.
Like, get closer to the stadium, suddenly.
What's up, Line?
What's going on?
Yeah, something's going on. Hold on. Yep.
What that dude was talking about originally, but it's so funny how well what he says plays into our current situation today. And I thought it was very exciting once I was in it. When I had first initially heard about it, I felt like it was kind of gimmicky, and I'm like, okay, stadium. I kind of saw that they were gonna do something like this when Fortnite started doing events. I thought, well, that'd be a way for them to have events at the stadium and whatnot. We haven't seen that come to play, but the fact that they just have like their EA, or what is it, their like the FIFA, that's an EA game, right? They have like FIFA like advertised on the outside of it, and then you're going in. It's kind of cool how they used it as an in-game advertisement. I was okay with it. I'm not okay with them waiting 2 weeks before the game releases for them to do this. People are still hyped and hoping that there's zombies, and it's funny because we have not heard any confirmation other than that there'll be a zombies experience, but there's no confirmation of it being like a map or anything. It could be, who knows what it could be. But 2 weeks out before the game comes out. Interesting. Are you planning on, you're getting it on release, right, Pizza?
Yes. I will definitely have it on release. I will probably be hunting zombies nonstop for a few days. So
Hunting zombies. If that's even if it's a traditional experience, that is. Blind, are you there, Blind?
Yes, I am here. Hello.
Yo, we're joined by our pothead correspondent, Blind. I'm just kidding.
Pothead correspondent.
What's up, dude? How you doing, anyways?
I'm doing
good.
good.
Talk to you in a while.
Yeah, killing.
Guys, we're joined by Blind. He has a YouTube channel as well. It's IX Blind on YouTube. If you guys want to go check him out. What did you think about the Cold War? The way they decided to advertise it, the whole situation with the latest Call of Duty installment. What do you think?
So originally I thought all the companies were all separate for some reason and they didn't really mingle with each other. So I was kind of surprised that a Treyarch game was getting advertised in Warzone. But I don't know if that's all. I don't know. I didn't look up any information who does what, but I'm assuming was it Raven that's doing the next Treyarch game?
You've got such a good point. It's Treyarch, Raven, and another studio that it's a newer studio that they haven't had work with them before.
Used to just like, their own thing on YouTube, they drop a video or whatever. So I was kind of blown away in a sense that it was in another game. And then you kind of had to play, well, all these people that would upload it anyway. But, if that wasn't a thing, then there would be no way of seeing it unless you went in there and did it.
Bring up such a good point. I had never really thought about that we're playing a Infinity Ward game, Warzone,
right.
mode, in Modern Warfare. Again, not a Treyarch game, but we're seeing it advertised. Is that the first time that they've done that?
I don't think they've ever commingled any of Call of Duty, did they?
Other than being an advertisement in the store,
You
or
would get,
other
yeah, you
Yeah,
would
okay,
get
you're
like
right.
pre-order it and you get bonuses for other games.
like a message of the day, right? Something like
Right.
that.
Yeah, but
Well,
nothing
just
really.
the only experience I ever had was from 4 to Modern Warfare 2, and then over to Black Ops, and just based off all of those, you never seen anything within each other really, other than pre-ordering the next, just pre-ordering the next game. But I don't recall. I guess in Black Ops 3 they threw us the Black Ops 4 calling cards and stuff, but that's Treyarch and Treyarch, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think.
So it's developed by
and
Oh,
what's
go
up,
ahead.
Ash? BO3 Nuketown promoted Infinite Warfare.
Oh, see, I
BO3
didn't even know
Nuketown
that. That's
promoted
cool.
Infinite
Yeah.
Warfare. Oh,
So I
Nuketown
guess
yeah,
they already
so-
promoted
did
Infinite Warfare.
that way kind of back when.
Huh.
yeah. Also, I think inside of what was that multiplayer in Black Ops 4? It was on the wall. It displayed a video about IW. Oh, okay. Yep, I do
Really?
remember
Oh,
that.
okay. Cool. So there was little bits and pieces of different.
I didn't play enough
games.
multiplayer. I don't remember that
What-
happening. That's crazy.
What was the battle royale in Black Ops 4? I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head.
Blackout? You thinking of Blackout?
Yes, Blackout. Didn't they have some IW promotion inside of
They might have, yeah.
Blackout? I mean, I don't think it was blatant
Like a whole
Yeah.
mission for Treyarch, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's what I feel like I experienced was like this was for Treyarch. They set this little mission up for everybody for like what was it, like 40 minutes, the playlist or something like that, an hour maybe.
Yeah. And
And
it was a whole,
But
dedicated.
boy,
thing
did
for
they pop
the
off on that
next
campaign.
installment.
After they yanked the BO4 campaign, they went all out for this one.
They really
Yeah,
did. Those shots of the
mean,
campaign that
I
they
think
showed us
It's a
looked
movie,
really
bro.
interesting.
It's a movie. It's not a video game at this point.
Yeah.
That was a movie that we seen.
I
It,
think
it really
they had
did
a
look
lot of
like a higher
backlash
caliber.
for not including a campaign in
Yeah.
Black Ops 4, and also, but yeah, I think they listened. They're like, okay, we need to keep including these campaigns.
It's funny. I'm just looking. I'm going over some of the. I'm just looking at myself, like my first ever clip that I had clipped on my PlayStation. I'm like level 2, and I'm just making all the wrong moves up on Fall Mountain. It's hilarious. It is hilarious, dude. Just like running into hammers, hitting me, going down the hill. Like, what am I doing? Anyways,
So,
dude, I
speaking of Fall
at this
Guys,
point, so we're
Fall
2 weeks.
Fall
We're 2 weeks
Guys.
away. We are literally 2 weeks away before we are possibly. Now let's talk about zombies for a second. What have we've
What
only
about
heard that
zombies?
we haven't heard much. What have you
No.
guys heard about zombies?
Oh, nothing at all.
There's going to be some free maps with zombies. I don't know
Mastered maps with zombies.
too much
Okay.
about it, but
So what I've seen so far that they've damn, I was on the tip of my tongue right now. I just totally blanked right now. Oh man, that was weird.
so do you guys want to talk about the
Okay, I remember, but
Ultimate Edition?
Sure. Let's let Blind get his thoughts on zombies first out now that he remembered.
Okay.
And
well,
then
there was
go
a
ahead.
tweet that was out and it said it was a direct sequel to BO1. Does that include zombies or is that just the campaign or what was that? What is that directed towards?
Oh wow, that's a good point.
So that was something that I didn't know if they were referring to. I believe it's just the campaign.
I'm sorry, what was that? I think I missed it.
There was a tweet that they had sent out and it listed all this stuff, like no battle pass or something, or like all these maps, and at the bottom it said direct sequel of BO1, Black Ops 1.
Yes.
Now I'm assuming that means the campaign and has nothing to do with anything
Yes.
else.
Yes, I'm
Because
pretty sure it is.
We already had a
Safe assumption. That's a safe
sequel,
assumption.
basically. But then again, we from BO2 we went to a whole new crew, as opposed to
We
I
did.
guess,
We went a whole new different way.
everybody else would be doing, the premise crew while the Victus was it Victus? Is Victus the one with
This crew was Black Ops
random
2.
people?
Hey, what's up, a person on YouTube? Welcome in. We got our first and only viewer here on the podcast. This is going to definitely be more of a watch, watch at your own whenever you're
Leisure.
Which most
available.
are.
I guess
Which most
yeah, your
are.
own leisure. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Watch at your own leisure. Yeah, in your car on the way to work. It's going to be sort of that sort of thing. I'm assuming for now at least.
Who's
Our first
who's
guest ever
over
for the
here?
podcast. It's a person on YouTube. What a fitting name. A person on YouTube visit
Oh.
our first ever
Nice.
YouTube podcast. How nice is that?
Nice.
So okay, so I love
got
that
a
Blind
I got a
you brought
visitor
up.
over here.
because-
Damage Plays.
Oh, nice, dude. What's up, Damage?
He was the one that told me the BO3 Nuketown promoted Infinite Warfare.
Oh, interesting. Now, what did they do? You know what that was? What the promotion was? Because I could have seen them doing something where like all the mannequins on Nuketown were suddenly the robots that you are fighting in, or like fighting with and against in Infinite Warfare. There's like the storyline, and I'm a little bit vague on that, but it was a little bit kind of like how Black Ops 3. There's like the robots that like rip your arms off and like they're also soldiers. It was kind of like that. So if I could see them, I think that would have been an easy move. I have no idea what the promotion was, but I could totally see them doing that.
It was just a video playing on the wall. On the wall.
Oh, okay,
promoting
okay.
it.
Missed opportunity. But yeah. So I mean, zombies 2 weeks from now. I don't know what they never bothered mentioning anything. I don't think that there's no way that they have a new storyline that they've been cooking up that's like super involved and has CGI cutscenes for us and all these cool things. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but in 2 weeks out, you think they would have mentioned it this time around, right? That's a lot of money that goes into a project like that,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
doesn't get mentioned. So I'm a little bit afraid we're not going to have. What are we going to have actually?
Now, were there
I don't
any
know.
other games that didn't have any trailers? I thought BO4 really didn't have anything for zombie trailers so much, and you know how that
We didn't.
turned out.
When? Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And
Or
did they just spend all the time on the campaign and just like lightly touch the zombies? You know, it could be
No,
a fact, a
I-
range
yeah,
thing.
I mean, we didn't really get a trailer for Shadows at all until like
But yeah, look how good that turned out, though.
Yeah,
That's like one
yeah.
of the top maps of history for sure.
And I do believe that they've never really released zombie information beforehand. Like it's never been a thing, you know.
Just BO3
So check it out.
really like what's the word, pampered us, I guess, or spoiled us with those really nicely done little videos of the DLCs for like Gorod and Zetsu and everything, and it made you really hyped
Yeah.
for those maps.
Yeah, I mean, but did have a little bit because of that. What was it? The COD fan fair, whatever it was. I forget what it was called. But they had that presentation where they did show the Chaos story. They showed the reveal trailer there.
Yeah.
But really,
just as a sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think this is an interesting point. We got a preview of what the map was going to be like for Blood of the Dead in May of 2018 when the game released in November. We're talking April, May, June, July, August, September. No, okay, so we're a full 8 months later. That's when the game came out. So they gave us a taste of what they were working on 8 months prior. The fact that we haven't seen a single bit of zombies, it worries me. It worries me. I see what you're saying. You're saying we never even got a trailer for Shadows. Cool. That's great news because, again, I agree with Blind. Shadows is a great map. So if they have something as great as Shadows up their sleeves and just don't plan on publicizing at all, I mean, that might not be the wisest move from where we're standing, but maybe they know what they're doing. I don't
it
know.
had a lot to do with Black Ops 4 zombies being leaked by the guy on the hunt, and they were just like, you know what, we're not putting out any information about zombies.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm sure a
I'm
lot of
just
effort was
speculating.
spent on Blackout too. That got thrown in the way. Now they have the basis for Warzone. They say Warzone's going to be included, so maybe they don't have to spend so much time because Blackout was a brand new thing.
Really was.
And also Raven Studios is, taking care of most of that. So
Now, Raven Studios has never frontlined any project. The main project I think Raven Studios did when I looked
They
it
were
up
behind
was
Sledgehammer, weren't they?
yeah, they were behind. They were definitely a support studio. In fact, they actually were worked with by Sledgehammer brought them in. when they were it was crunch time,
Yep.
and so did Treyarch at times. So everyone's always worked with Raven on all the games actually since for a long time now. And the last time Raven actually worked this much though, where they weren't just sort of helping out, but they were really backbone of the game being developed was on the Wii. One of the ports or something like that was completely handled by Raven. So this is going to be big. We could see Raven step up to be the new Sledgehammer, and Sledgehammer not getting those contracts anymore. I think this is going to be really pivotal. Call of Duty, like Black Ops 4, was insanely pivotal, and it failed. It flunked. At least for the zombies community, there was a little bit of a resurgence. All of that content, literally, tied for the most content at release date, and you really just had a fractured community where everybody was working, and it almost kind of like thinned the community out somehow. I definitely know we won't see that if they do have any zombies content. I don't think there's going to be a ton of it. If they have any Easter eggs, I think they'll be concentrated in like 1 or 2 good maps. So at least the entire community will be coming together on one thing, which I think is better than having us spread out like they did on Black Ops 4. But it'll be huge. It'll be, is zombies gonna come back or not? Are all these channels that are hoping to see get a bone thrown their way? Are they gonna get a resurgence or not? It's really interesting to see.
Rejuvenation for the community.
For real.
Despite the community being
a little revive,
what it
if
is.
you will,
So-
a revive.
A quick revive. And we might see a
You
quick
need a
revive
little
actually. What
revive.
it might be just a quick cash grab and then it turn into a BO4 scenario.
Yeah.
So the Ultimate Edition, as opposed to the Standard Edition, also the Digital Deluxe or whatever, how do you guys feel about having to shell out extra money to have it being ported over to the PS5?
Oof. So the same game I buy in 2 weeks from now, I won't be able to play on my PS5 unless I pay them more money.
Unless
Correct.
you
You
buy
buy
the
the,
upgrade
the
edition.
version that is called cross-platform version or something like that.
cross-gen bundle.
Cross-gen bone. That's what it is.
And how much does that cross-gen bundle count? Or cost
So,
more?
I
What's
think
the
it's like
price
20
difference?
bucks more.
Which isn't too bad.
It's not.
Do you
too
guys
bad, but you're
remember
still
what they
paying for
charged?
the same-
Remember they charged us the fee for
Ghosts?
Ghosts. Yeah. Do you remember how much that was? It was like half price, right? That was like $30 to transfer over.
Yeah.
So they're doing it for cheaper now. That's pretty
yeah,
good.
But
I would
still,
assume so,
I
yeah.
still feel like, it's a game that's right at the end of the life cycle of a console, and I feel like they should just, you buy it here, you're gonna get it on PS5. I don't think that they should charge you extra for another digital copy. You know what I'm saying? It's a digital copy. You're not losing money out of it.
I mostly agree with you. I think I mostly agree with you. I guess the only way that
It's a cash grab.
I guess I couldn't. Even if I wanted to disagree with you, I couldn't begin to how would I disagree with you? I think that there's no way to justify that. I think that if you buy a game once, you should own it forever on all platforms. I don't even like. I mean, the studio at the end of the day is who we should be buying the games off of. Or we're basically buying them off of the console makers. And then we're actually not even that. We are leasing the rights to use that bit of data that they lend to us. At the end of the day, we have so little rights when it comes to that, and the fact that they're just eye gouging us for something that costs them nothing. I mean, how do you justify that? It doesn't help the consumer in any way.
So it's $60 for the standard version. It's
$80 for the.
It's only $70.
So it's $10 more.
So $10 more, and then the Ultimate
So
Edition.
even they can't even justify it that well. They're just like, can we get another $10, please?
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
what's up, Pixels? Welcome to the podcast.
They're like, how much can we get out of them without them getting too upset? That's
like 5. We could probably get more than 5. 10, yeah. That's hilarious, dude. Yeah, they probably could even squeeze 15 out.
No, don't push it.
Yeah, don't push it. Just get the 10. Dude, I mean, that's huge. That's huge. If you're planning on selling, I don't know. I guess they sold this year alone like 30 million copies. I think I'm not sure. I shouldn't be quoting numbers that I don't know, but
Yeah.
that's a huge amount. I mean, if you just get 10% of that, so we're talking like 3 million people. Let's say 3 million people give them an extra $10 that month. That's insane. That's like
That's
they,
huge,
you know,
yeah.
developed a little, yeah, that's huge. So, I mean, it's that's enough to basically kickstart the next Call of Duty right there. Bam.
Yeah.
Start working on it right now. We just got the money for that. That's huge. I mean, at the same time, I guess $10 is not that big of a deal. If you already are buying a new console, you probably have the extra $10. And if you really like it that bad that you bought the new console, but you still want to play the older game, then you're probably not going to be that upset at the $10. So they're basically just taking advantage of the fact they can do this, and nobody's
Yeah.
going to make that big of a deal about it. And it's scummy. It's definitely scummy. I don't see how you stick up for, you know, it's a corporation that doesn't. How much does Activision make so much money? It's sort of staggering. I think most COD players, as we play the game, we forget like it's billions. We're making billions for these people. So
Oh,
an
yeah.
extra $10 is completely an unnecessary eye gouge that they could do without, but are choosing to force upon us anyways. I don't know. I'm personally, what are you guys thinking about the new generations of the new PlayStations? How are you planning on getting one right away?
So-
What are your thoughts on that?
Might.
Man, go ahead. Go on.
I'm thinking, well, yeah, for me in the beginning when it first dropped, it was all about what games am I going to be playing? Will it be Apex? Will it be this? Will there be that? Obviously, there's going to be zombies now. So for me, that's enough reason to buy one.
Wow. And
So-
are we talking about Call of Duty Cold War being released with the console? Is that going to be available at release or at some time later date? Does anybody know?
It should be all because this is going to be released when PS4 is still a thing. So I assume it'll be already out. So
Yeah.
when you cop your PS5, you could just already have your PS5 version of the game. I could see them, custom Warzone type, PS5s and bundles and stuff like that or whatever for sure.
So
Cold
yeah,
War PS5.
I'm kind of I'm on the fence right now whether to get it right away or not. Just because I know they'll come out with some cool bundle like 3 months after it releases, But at
The
the same
Spider-Man
time,
Miles Morales Spider-Man edition.
yeah, exactly. Something. And between the digital and the physical disc version, I'm torn. Because I've been known to get collector's editions of games, and it's like $200.
Now you have a reason to not get
and-
the CD drive and just have those in packaging still.
Exactly.
That's
so,
true. Just don't open
But
them.
then again, I have to shell out another $60 to get the game, plus the battle pass or whatever. That's all inside of the box.
Not to mention,
You're
if
right,
you ever
yeah,
want to
so-
go, pick up a used copy of a game that you had never got around to playing, and it's half price if you buy used. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's been the best benefit to me. Is I go to GameStop sometimes, I pick up a game, it costs me 10, 15, 20 bucks, and that's just never going to be an option with the digital. That's going to be full price sometimes, which is insane to pay full price on a game that you could get for 20
and
bucks.
you're right about buying them twice because I had went and they had for Apex just for an example, they had the Lifeline and the Bloodhound editions where you can go that you get your skins and stuff like that.
Those skins, yeah.
And I had to buy those twice. I bought a set to do, and then I have a set that's unopened. So yeah, it would be in the long run you're shelling out a bunch more money for specific games, but
Yep.
will it
Take
be
Grand
worth
Theft
it?
Auto, for example. It's been around so long, and now they said it's going to be a free PS5 game. But what if it wasn't? That'd be like literally the 5th time I'm being asked to buy that game or something.
Yeah,
Like it's
you're
just.
right, yeah.
I wish that wasn't the case, and I really hope that going forward in the future, one day we
If
can.
I'm not
dude,
mistaken,
let's be
it's
honest.
just Grand Theft Auto Online. It's not the Grand Theft Auto 5 story or anything. It's just Grand Theft Auto Online.
Oh wow! See, that's a huge difference. Meaning that these will still expect you to buy Grand Theft Auto 5 if you want
If you want to play the
PS5.
story, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
if you want the story, like that's nuts, dude. I mean, how many times? And the fact that they still sell 20 million,
bringing it dry.
it doesn't even make any sense. And just in fact, PS4 to PS5 is just a huge cash grab because the graphics don't even look that outstanding. Like they're basically giving us advances in memory. Like the graphics don't
Yeah.
even look that amazing.
Look,
The
I think
ray tracing hopefully will be impressive
yeah,
once it's
I
seen, but
think
no
you'll have a
guarantee of that.
slightly better visual, but the main boost I believe you're going to see is in like VR, because of the capabilities of the PlayStation is more robust, and you're going to be able to do more things with it. It's powerful, faster load times, faster rendering.
They said streaming
So
VR will be a thing on the next console. I heard them say
exactly,
something that they want to make that possible. So that'd be very cool. And yeah, that is very intensive. They'll be pushing this thing to its limits like they usually do, which will be very interesting to see. Um, yeah. And I mean, I guess the only thing that's really gonna make me want to buy it and feel like I'm missing out is if God of War comes out and it's those types of games, or fill in the
One-off
blank,
games
whatever.
that aren't any other like Steam or Xbox. It's just PlayStation exclusive stuff. I
Yeah.
can see that being a huge, tilt in the right direction of when you're gonna buy it.
Definitely.
so I think we've killed the PlayStation thing and Call of Duty. How
Yeah.
about we
What else
move
could you
on
guys want to talk
to
about?
Fall Guys Season 2?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Actually,
not
I'd
even
love to talk
season
about that.
2. It's just what determines a game like Fall Guys becoming the next craziest, biggest thing. Like because it was free.
Um,
No.
yes,
If
kind of,
it was 20,
but
so $20, and it's I guess it would just be the idea, right? The idea of the game in general.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I think
being
it's
free
the
gave it the push it needed, but I mean, from going on,
100%.
if you know, if it was $10, 20
Because it
bucks,
was
whatever,
almost
people would still get
overnight.
it. Yeah,
It was
I mean,
basically
people
almost
were playing it on
overnight.
Steam. People were playing it on Steam, and then once it was free on PlayStation, everyone went crazy and
Blew
started
the
playing
fuck
See, I
it.
up.
think
Yeah.
Blind's right. Being free on PlayStation is why the game exploded. I think that
Yeah,
it's
Because
a
I
fun
wasn't gonna
game.
spend $20. I wouldn't have
No,
spent
definitely, I
$20.
would have never found out how fun it
I
was.
wouldn't be
You're
playing
right.
that. Yeah, I wouldn't
No
be.
way.
I'd watch it all day, but it wouldn't make me go and buy it.
Yeah, no, I guess the fact that it was free and you could just go play it if you want to, let people realize that hey, this is a really fun game. And then it caught on. It caught on like wildfire. You're seeing your friends play it. You're seeing
And that's
videos
not
being posted of
taking
it.
the fact that PlayStation already tweeted out confirming it was the most downloaded free game of all time.
yeah, it was.
Or
They
PlayStation Plus, I'm
definitely,
sorry, not free game because Fortnite is like
yeah,
ridiculous.
no,
They
it was
have
just the
untouchable
PlayStation
numbers.
Plus game.
I think that it touches the deepest trenches of each set of segmented audience. It I don't care if you're a tryhard kid or you like fun stuff.
Grown ass adult, 3-year-old, don't matter.
Doesn't matter. Bad at games, good at games, just plays
You're
for
gonna
fun,
sit
plays with
there and try
friends.
and try and try. You're gonna sit there and play that shit.
Yes. And then free plus multiplayer equals like just recipe for
Oh,
success, apparently.
endless fun. It's not a campaign where you get stuck and you do it over and over again. It's something different every single
It
time.
reminds me of
Come
like
on.
Mario Party. Mario
Oh,
Party on
oh
the
yeah, it's
Switch.
definitely Mario Party, 100%. Like,
It's
yes, it's
Mario
it's
Party
like
that's free.
yes. It's
Like
like
Brian
somebody
likes to
It's
point
played
out,
Mario Party. They
it's a
looked
more
over and
action-packed
watched
version of the
Wipeout.
Mario Party. Yeah, Mario
Yeah.
Party definitely doesn't have the
It me-
action that you'll
Yeah,
find
it
in Fall
meets
Guys.
like MXC/Wipeout, and then you have Fall Guys.
But when you look at it, I mean, what do the
I mean,
Fall
they're
Guy
Shy Guys.
itself,
They're Shy
yes, it
Guys.
reminds you of Shy Guys. So it definitely is trying to harken back to
And it's
it.
not even like
They're not ashamed of it or
out
anything.
of the ballpark when it comes to the name either.
No, not at all.
They changed like a few letters, and that was it.
So far for season 2, have you guys seen the skins? What's leaked?
I've seen some. My favorite is probably the Wizard, the one I have on my screen right now.
Okay.
There's also a knight. There's a dragon. A lot of people like the little, like light, like white and purple faded dragon, light blended dragon. It might be a unicorn too. I don't know.
So do you like the sorcerer with the black glasses or the wizard with the purple glasses?
I think I like the purple glasses. So I don't know. Black glasses might be cool too. But I
So
definitely like.
I've never
I'm
seen
digging
the
that
pink
wizard
pirate.
hat.
Have you guys seen a pink pirate in the wild?
No, I don't know if that's
No.
just something for the thumbnail or if that's just way later on down the road.
So
'Cause
I mean,
I could think of a few different games where like they showed something for maybe a thumbnail, but you never see it ever. Like,
wow, I'm looking at all the different skins that are sort of
so I
listed.
don't know if you guys noticed, but the first thing that I noticed is that there's now female characters.
Oh
There's a witch
wow,
skin, and when you put it on, I think it gives like type of like an eyelash look,
oh
Yeah.
and
wow,
it's a
Also,
witch, so it's definitely a female.
yeah,
it's definitely a female.
and she
Wicked
has like
witch.
the hair.
Yeah,
Like
and the witch
Good.
hat. I
There's a
think the
good
nose.
witch and a wicked witch.
Yeah,
Interesting.
so yeah, I think the only thing that it was just like the eyelashes. I think that's what they do for the females. Was it rosy cheeks? I forget what the witch had. I'm pretty sure it was eyelashes that made it look more feminine. But you could definitely like when you glance at it, you're like that's a chick. Like, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have. There's also a female hunter. Her name is Triassica.
Oh, sick.
Triassica from the Triassic period. Triassica, and there's
yeah,
Jurassica. So there's two different
So
chicks.
now we're in the next realm of fall people now.
Yes, and there's an alternative to hunter called gatherer.
That's cool.
Yes.
and
Oh
then
wow,
they
there's a
have like
Raiden top. Uh-huh.
I was gonna say they have like at least let's see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 6 new courses maybe type thing. Um, uh, that one's really long, but they have like the octagons for the team games, and then they have like the long ones as well.
Now with so
Um,
many, like you said, there were quite a few new ones now. Are we gonna have the vibe of when Apex transferred over to season 3 where we just got a brand new map and we won't see any of the old game modes? And then
Definitely not.
eventually when we go into like the third season, they'll just throw all of them in a big random
yeah,
assortment.
so I think they're going to be all new maps. I don't think you're going to have the old ones, just because. I mean, they still have the same games. Looks like they have Hoops of Daisy. Looks like they have like
Just
the
kind of
Gate Crash, but
altered,
it's more of a wall
different
building.
version.
Like yeah, you
Yeah, you
got to
have to
build
move certain items to get to these rings, and a
yeah
small
to get
block that you move to a bigger block to hop on both of them, and so on and so forth.
yeah. So I think
Wow, so I didn't realize that we were talking about getting rid of all of these game modes, but that actually does make sense when you say it, because at some point there's just going to be too many game modes circulating. I mean, maybe they could have an LTM where they bring back the classics, but I could also see
yeah.
them just bringing in rotation. I mean, I wouldn't mind more game modes
But I
and not
think
taking out the ones.
these are themed. You know what I'm saying? Season 2 is themed as medieval,
Right.
so they're not just
Yes.
going to
Yeah.
throw in the old maps into this medieval theme.
Wow, that's interesting. That's
So get
interesting.
your slime climb in while you can.
Wow, dude, it's Slime Climb all day today too. I'm gonna really miss Slime Climb when it's gone, and Fall Mountain, and Hexagon, and Whirligig. Like, I'm gonna sincerely miss them. I will definitely not miss Hoarders.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Wow, so
Now,
I just thought
what
about
will the
this. So
team? What
Hoarders,
are we gonna have like more ball games? Like, I'm not looking forward to that.
well, I'm thinking that we saw so many ball games because we just got done going through the ball, like the sports phase,
So
right? We are
Okay,
in
get
sports
rid of
phase
that
right now.
now.
here's the ones that are listed right now. It's Castle Walls, where you move the things to climb up over
Move
the
the
castle
things to
Get
walls.
climb
over,
up.
right.
Yeah.
There's
Mhm.
medieval race. Sorry, it's like almost like what's the
Teen
one
Tail Race.
where what's that? No, not no. It's like what's the one with the where you can go down, slide underneath, and also go across the top type thing with the
I wonder if we'll see any
Teen
jousting.
circular
Tail
things.
Teen Tail Tag? Teen Tail Tag?
No, it's a race. It's like start finish line type thing. It's a medieval race where you have to navigate the course, right?
Okay.
Like
Okay.
like not gate crash, but The other
Whirl something.
yeah, something like that, right? And then they
yeah, I
have
don't remember what it's
remixed
called.
egg scramble, where you have to get the eggs back to your thing. A remixed hoopsie daisy, and then more castle walls, which is looks kind of like a gate crash, and um, like climbing up over walls as well. So they have the wizard as a skin, the witch, and I think it's just the hair that gives the witch away. It's just the hair looks very feminine.
The hair looks like some eyelashes to you or something.
No, they don't. They're not eyelashes at all. It's just like a wig, like a witch's hair.
Yeah,
So
it's a wig and a
the-
hat, from what I can see.
you have the Viking, but then you also have Valkyrie, which is the female Viking. She has boobs. Gives it away.
She
Female.
has boobs.
So there are chests. Okay. I was wondering if they're gonna alter the model of the character.
Yeah,
Knight,
no, it just looks like they just take care of it with the costumes.
With the costume,
Yeah,
right?
and
what
then
I was
dragon.
thinking.
I actually haven't seen any spoiler pictures of the dragon, and I'm okay with that. I don't know why it's escaped me. I even looked up.
So-
I looked up the skins
It
right
has
now, and it
wings
had a
and stuff,
question
like
mark
tail.
over the dragon.
Yeah,
it looks
so
like they didn't even-
there's this orange dragon, right? And then but there's this other one that was in the release trailer. That
Yeah, it was like a white color, like
white with,
almost
like,
what,
purple
Udin? Is that his
with
name?
a-
Udin?
Ugin,
It was-
yeah.
Ugin.
Yeah, it was like white,
Like that
almost
color,
like a
yeah.
unicorn rainbow type.
Okay,
fake.
okay.
Hey, what's up, Dub? You popping the tab up for you while I finish some things before I have a dope stream. Thanks, Dub. Yeah, we're starting this podcast. I don't know if you're still out there. I had another tab pulled up, but thanks for stopping by, man. So yeah, season 2, a lot of cool new games, new skins. I think the one I'm most excited for is the castle walls. It's gonna be frustrating because you got to rely on other people to bring a box. Like you can get a box to the wall,
Yeah.
but
So that
if
sounds
someone
like a
else
team
doesn't
game,
bring
though,
like
do
a
you think?
smaller one, no,
That'll be
it's
a
like
team game?
another. It's like a gate crash, start finish game.
Oh, or seesaws because you're kind of like relying on everybody
Yeah.
to move the right way. Oh, good
Yeah.
God.
Exactly.
Seesaw 2.0.
So I want to talk about tiers. We got a 40 tier battle pass for the first season.
If anything under 100, I'll be impressed. Like that they didn't go to 100. I'm pretty sure it'll be 100.
Most
Wow.
likely be 100.
100 tiers.
Most-
Okay, that does
yeah.
seem like
Because think
a
about it.
lot.
I mean,
How
most
long were
most
you
most
done?
battle passes
And
are.
we have basically 40 days still.
Basically, yeah.
So you would have 60 more tiers like a few weeks ago, right?
That's yeah.
So we would still
thi-
probably
well,
be playing. I
Call of
can see
Duty-
you at like 88 or something, 90.
Call of Duty has 100 tier. Apex has 100 tier. Actually,
That's true.
I know Apex has like 110 really, because you can go over
Right,
the
right.
thing.
It seems
Even
like
Magic-
in Fall Guys,
even Magic
it takes
Arena.
a lot.
it's 100
How many
plus.
skins
so.
did we get? How many skins did we get in the battle pass? We got like the hunter. We got like
I'm not sure.
I'm trying maybe like three or four max. And there's a lot of skins in the next battle pass. So I could see that. I could see that. Next season doesn't mean that they're in the battle
If you're
pass.
not winning, it's gonna take a long time to get to that.
Yeah.
True. Do you guys think they're going to expand
Pretty
upon the store, or I mean, this is just spitballing? I guess you know what? What would you guys want to see? What are your hopes? We talked about what we think, what we saw. What would you just want to be? What
I
would
want
you
to see a
want?
new mechanic.
New mechanic.
I would
Wow.
pushing maybe. Well, we have pushing, but like that's
We have
after full
pushing.
grab. But like like a little light shove as opposed to with no build up.
Yeah, I like
don't
that.
know.
Like
I
a
mean,
throw of
that's-
an elbow, stiff arm.
But so okay, so when you hold them that distance, half of that with the push.
So what
Okay.
about like
they have to be
something
right
where
on the
you
edge.
can I don't know what it would be, but say like you're in first place and someone's coming up behind you, have some way to like drop like a banana peel, right? Mario
Oh
Kart
wow,
esque,
Mario
and
Kart style.
make
Okay.
yeah, and have the guy behind you, fall down or tumble. You know, you could
That
use it
seems like it'd be so
once
OP. I love
per
that.
like once per race or something like that. You know,
Everybody
Wow,
gets
can you
one.
slip
That doesn't
multiple
sound too
people?
bad. That sounds pretty balanced.
Could you slip multiple people with the
I
banana
think it
peel?
would
Or...
just be like once
I think
somebody hits it,
it would be a
it
one.
disappears.
Yeah, once someone hits it, then it goes away. It's like a little trap.
Wow, and you could just drop that in Slime Climb instead of having to stay on the bridge and troll people. You just drop your banana peel and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like I said, something to that effect where it gives you advantage if you're in the lead and can torment the guys behind you.
Now, speaking of people behind you, I just want to be able to click like one of the sticks and have the camera turn around like a rear view camera.
Oh wow,
See
Oh,
how close they
so
are,
so
like
like
how
as
you
opposed
click
so
to
like
trying to
the center.
spin the whole camera
So
around or whatever.
so like
You know
in
what I mean?
Grand Theft Auto where you just
Exactly,
do like
exactly,
L2 and it turns you
exactly
see
what I was
out your
thinking
rear
of.
view mirror.
Yes.
that's a great function.
I just
Rearview
want to see
mirror.
who the fuck, like how close they are behind me. That's what I would like, because sometimes I'm trying to look behind me,
And it
and
messes you up. Yeah.
yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
great to just conveniently know what's going on behind you.
just a click,
Also
click
also
behind.
maybe
That's it.
like a top down view. So like when you're doing
Oh, that's pretty
hexagon, you can
nice.
just see what's below
Yeah,
you.
that's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like a button that would cycle through like behind
Camera
you,
angles.
above you, and in front of you. Yeah, camera
Yeah.
angles. Okay,
Doesn't
okay.
sound bad.
New
That would,
mechanic, camera
yeah, that would be.
angles, and
I would take that for the mechanic if you could see behind you. That'd satisfy me.
Yep.
I guess if I could see anything, I would want the ability to move faster, like a run.
Like a
Mhm.
sprint, like a little
Sprint.
boost, like
Yeah,
tiny.
tiny bit, at maybe even at the penalty of like I don't even
And
know, man. I don't even.
maybe you could do it, but it would have like a cooldown, like a
So
huge
with the
cooldown.
bananas in mind and this in mind, in the beginning of the race before you start to show up or whatever, not the race, but before the whole thing goes, you can choose what do you want to use, a banana or the little speed boost. And if you choose the speed boost, you would always just start like maybe not back row, but it would never be the first row.
Oh wow, that would be balanced. That'd be hard to do
Yeah.
sometimes at times, but that would make sense. That would make sense that you wouldn't get to start in the first row if you did have a speed boost.
But then
Yeah,
you
the more I think about the speed boost, it seems like it'd be kind of cheap, but
yeah.
I don't know, something like if I could click like I feel like
But
I
say a
guess
whole
full
podcast
speed. I guess you already have the
has to
modularity.
be in the front.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be really hard to implement. I guess I'm not sure how fair that would be. I like the idea of a shove instead of a grab and a hold with a pluck.
Course that if you go a little off course, you'll be rewarded with that little speed boost, and that you can catch up to first or whatever, or take a bigger lead or something.
So yeah, the issue with the shove is I feel like there will be a lot more griefing.
Oh yeah, griefing is slowly and surely becoming a major part of winning specific games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm okay with I mean,
Just part
that's
of it's like,
exactly why I want them to
I mean,
implement that is
but
so I can grip better.
Right.
yeah, but what if you were a person who didn't play with friends?
Oh, okay. I don't know that I don't I mean maybe what I'm picturing is basically the same effect that you get when you bump into somebody sometimes,
without
but
the
like
holding on
but
to it.
more in your like you can just exercise it whenever you need to. I just, I guess I'm not picturing something that'd be too devastating. What I would mainly
I don't want
want,
a shove that shoves me like 10 feet or nothing.
no, what I would mainly want is if you're next to me and I give you a little bit of a bow, it throws you off balance, maybe for just the split moment of the
Or
second you're
yeah,
not
like
running at full speed
knock you
anymore.
down on the floor or something, as opposed to just moving your character.
I
Hmm.
I
Like
don't
you know
know.
how
I
we
don't know
jump
how
kind of
what I'm
sort of.
looking for is I want to be able to throw an elbow If I'm going down the course and you're next to me, I want
Yeah.
to be able to mess you up a tiny little bit and maybe get a grief off there without having to stop and hold you. That's what I would like. I'd like something that kind of shove so that I would see maybe in the perfect scenario, I might be able to bump you off of a ledge or something as you're running down, or like on Hexagon, right? Your one move you have right now is if they're right in front of you, you can pull them and hopefully they get behind and they are not and they miss their footing. But in
Right.
this scenario, you'd be able to bump them a little bit to the left or to the right and just sort of kick them off of your path.
Like say, okay, a good example with the hexagons, like half a tile. Like
I would,
nothing, not
I
a
would be
whole tile.
ecstatic for half a tile.
Like not the
Ecstatic.
whole damn thing.
Yeah, like you said, half or less of the distance when you pluck somebody and they
Where it creates some type of slight skill gap when you're using
Yeah.
all the mechanics available to you as opposed to somebody who's just running through a course.
And the best thing ever is you'd be able to maybe nudge obstacles as well a tiny bit, like a ball's to the side of you, you could give it an elbow and give it some lateral movement.
Make it go a certain way as opposed to just hitting it straight on and it goes.
Yeah,
straight
and having
on.
to position yourself and get around it, which is very tedious. It would
Correct.
add another maneuver that you could do in fall ball, for example. It'd be great. It'd be great. A little elbow is what I would. It's the one thing I would ask for if I could get anything. I don't think I'll ever see it, but a little elbow would be cool.
Circle button, right?
What would be the elbow?
Work with,
Yeah,
right?
the elbow would be the left trigger, circle, whatever. I would just
R1.
probably
So
remap it.
left trigger shows names now, so I mean, you could get rid of that function and just have them either always on or always off.
We
You
still
know, in
have
the
4 buttons.
settings.
No, we have 6 buttons available. The R3, L3, R1,
Yeah,
R2.
button allocation wouldn't even be an issue. Would not be an issue.
Yeah.
Button allocation would never
Triangle.
be an issue. We have plenty of, and the game is so limited, and I think they could do it. I think they could do it, and if not now, maybe in whatever comes out after Ultimate Knockout. But yeah, you guys feeling any fatigue from the game? You know, it's been out for what, 3 weeks now. I know everybody was playing it a lot.
It's one of those games where you just hop on and just keep playing.
Yeah.
One of those games.
Especially if they change up the game modes, that is gonna actually add a lot of shelf life to it.
Yeah.
And the more costumes I feel they put in, they could keep everything the same. If I look different, then I have no issue playing the same show over and over again.
Yeah. So I think hopefully they'll be able to keep it interesting.
So they just have to have
What
a
else?
strong balance of new costumes and stuff with new game modes and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
They definitely have an audience for it right now. Unbelievable. Over 600,000 people today, Friday. Over 600,000 people on Twitch watching Fall Guys. That's
That's like a
incredible.
It's the whole family. It's a game for the entire family. Like Fortnite is even a little less than that.
There were a few games talked about at GamesCon yesterday where they're definitely not for the whole family.
Right.
That was definitely one of them.
This is
we're
like
coming up on
nothing that
like
you can
an hour
argue about that.
for
Be
this
like,
podcast?
no, nobody could, like this specific type of person.
Oh,
wouldn't
I put
play
on a video in the living room. My mom was like, "What is this?" She was interested.
it. Right.
She doesn't play video games, you know. She didn't want to play it, but she was interested. She would probably be willing to watch that on TV for a little while if her kids were around playing it. She'd put up with it. It'd be interesting.
Anything that looks kid related, people are interested. You know, grown-ups think like, oh, is this something suitable for my children? Like keep them occupied, and then sometimes they just get sucked into it too, and it just becomes just a family thing.
Mm-hmm. Now, what else did you see? Any other games that you guys were interested about?
I think they introduced slides, right? Didn't they have a course where it had like slides?
I didn't see
How
that.
fast are we gonna go? Is it gonna be like when we jump on the slime, or like? I wonder how that's gonna work out.
Were the slides covered in slime?
It just looked like I didn't really like. I think they were. It kind of reminded me of
No pics. Not playing with anybody. We're just chilling, talking, and I have video playing in the background. Sorry, Blind.
that last what is it? When you jump over the gates coming up and down. That's I guess it would look like that.
It remind you of the last run of Gate Crash.
I'm pretty sure it's covered in slime, and I didn't see how steep they were. It looked a little.
I think it's an incline actually, and not a decline. It might the decline doesn't look like slime, but it looks like the climb up
I've seen
does
slides,
look like slime.
like character sliding down stuff and then running towards like the finish line.
Yeah.
We do see it a
Make
lot.
lots of
Slime Climb. We got that one Whirlwind. You got it on Gate Crash. You got it on. You know, yeah. I mean, it's almost on all the maps that incorporate a hill except for Fall Mountain.
Now, I wonder if their criteria for these games, I'm sure they can't be too difficult. And if they're ever gonna we're gonna see a level that's like super advanced.
Oh, dude. I guess they'll just have to eventually work us up there because your average faller right now can't
Yeah.
even get up Slime Climb, dude.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
This morning we did the first event, the second
And in
event
my
was Slime
head,
Climb, and we had to move on right to the final event after that.
you know,
Yeah.
you get like a easy-ish vibe nowadays, like Slime Climb. So
Yeah.
for
So,
us,
hey
something
guys,
that's more advanced than that.
I don't want to cut you guys off, but we're approaching an hour. I don't
Yeah,
feel like we should make this podcast go over an hour.
No,
So,
let's cut it off at an hour. That's why I
let's-
wanted to see any other games that you wanted to discuss that you're interested in.
Yeah. So let's just wrap it up with Fall Guys. We'll anything else there, and then I do want to talk about the Netflix TV series or docu-series, High Score.
You know,
Um,
we should. That's definitely something that we should go into more depth next week, and it'll also give people a chance right now to
view it?
watch it.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah. I mean,
be able to
Blind
comment
Mia,
on it
whoever
next-
Zeus, whoever Pixels, whoever wants to join us for this next podcast can have a chance to watch it, so we can like dedicate
Yeah.
a lot more time to talking about
So-
that. I think that'd be good.
Yeah, so next week's topic, maybe movies about games. We would talk about High Score. We'll talk about Ready Player One, and whatever else we can come up with. Also, I want to let anyone know that's watching this after the live event. Go ahead and leave a comment. We haven't named this podcast yet, and we're looking for suggestions. We're going to do a community suggestion and get as many ideas as we can. We'll narrow those down, and after we narrow it down to like 3 or 4, we'll put it up on Twitter and have a poll and let everyone vote on what we should name it. So,
Yeah, that sounds
any-
great. So
any other ideas?
To reiterate that, I don't have any ideas right now. I liked some of the ones you were floating around. I might have some ideas, but I'm gonna hold on to those for now. But just to reiterate that, so if you have any suggestions for the name of this podcast, go ahead and drop them in the comments below after this is uploaded, and we'll take those all into consideration and do like a vote over on Twitter about it and everything. Maybe we can even start a new Twitter handle specifically for the podcast. And yeah, really looking forward to growing the platform with you guys. Stay tuned. It'll be around this time next week. It's always going to be sometime after 6 p.m. West Coast, but before 10 p.m. And that's like, I guess that's like 9 and midnight respectively, or something like that. I
9
might have
to
messed
1.
that up.
Yes,
9 to 1 respectively. There you go. On the East Coast. And I'd like to thank you guys all for coming out. I'm gonna play some video games. If you guys are interested, Pixel, Zeus, I'll send some invites out. You guys feel free to join up on PlayStation if you guys want. We're gonna be playing jamming on something tonight. But yeah, I guess I'll hand the mic over to Blind so he could make his closing statements.
No closing statements. No closing statements. I hope you guys enjoy the podcast and tune in the next one.
All right, guys.
I guess
Thanks
we'll
for
end it
coming
on
out.
that.